Raiders making a bombastic trade with the Dallas Cowboys. In addition to being a hiring that will shake the NFL, it is also an expensive negotiation for the Raiders, but they can't think about value when it is a spot in the playoffs. Subscribe to the channel and leave a like to receive all the information from the Raiders. With the news that Trevor Lawrence just agreed to a contract that pays him $55 million per year, Dallas Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott's price tag is likely only going to go up. Even before Lawrence signed a deal, Spotrac projected Prescott to get a 3-year, $180 million contract, which would make him the first player to earn $60 million per year. Prescott has established himself as a top 10 quarterback and led the NFL with 36 passing touchdowns last season. However, the Cowboys had another early playoff exit, so they may have reached their ceiling at quarterback. Paying him $60 million a year could make it difficult to afford the supporting pieces needed to win playoff games. Prescott can become a free agent after the season, and the Cowboys cannot franchise tag him. If Dallas isn't willing to pay the asking price, some other team certainly will be. The Las Vegas Raiders could be that team. Bleacher Report's Maurice Moton recently listed the Raiders among the teams that should pursue Prescott, and the idea has some merit. The Raiders missed a chance to draft a young quarterback of the future this year. They decided to stick with Aiden O'Connell and Gardner Minshew for the 2024 season, but neither brings much long-term potential. The AFC is loaded with top quarterback talent right now, and the Raiders won't go far without a top player at the position. Prescott had his issues in the playoffs, but he never had a losing record during a season in which he made more than 5 starts. The Raiders have had a winning record just twice since 2002. For a team like the Cowboys, playoff success is all that matters, while just making the playoffs consistently would be a big deal for Las Vegas. Being the Raiders' quarterback also carries a lot less pressure. The spotlight on the Cowboys is huge, and perhaps Prescott will be too restricted in big games. Many in the media are downplaying the Raiders, but the roster is pretty stacked outside of quarterback. Whether Prescott makes sense for the Raiders depends on how this season looks. If the defense is incredible and the team wins 9 or 10 games, but the offense struggles with poor quarterback play, Prescott would sound much more attractive. If the Raiders can only manage 6 or fewer wins, they will likely have more problems than just their quarterback. In that scenario, they really should be focusing on the future and trying to find a quarterback in the draft. Coach Antonio Pierce doesn't seem to be particularly patient when it comes to building a winning team. It's easy to see him interested in the idea of adding a proven quarterback like Prescott. On the other hand, General Manager Tom Telesco has seen how valuable a homegrown quarterback is. The Raiders will have some big decisions next offseason, but they can't really start thinking about them too much until they see what the 2024 season will look like.